Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Richmond Raceway for the 7th race in the 2021 FBRL NAPA Truck Series. We head into Richmond with Luke Martin, the pole sitter, on a 3-race win streak, something only Richard Johnson has done in FBRL history. Back in Season 3 of the Sony Cup Series, points leader Kyle Springer will start second. Tyler Black, Malik Nevins, row 2. Hagan, Butcher, Blake Warren, Carmona, Downey, Brett Houck, the top 10, as Springer has yet to get that first career win. He comes in 4 top 5s, 5 top 10s, and a 7-point lead over Ryan Butcher. Butcher unable to best Luke Martin 2 weeks ago at Kentucky. Can he turn the tide here tonight at Richmond Raceway and get his second win of the season? How about some drivers with some qualifying woes, like Sebastian Kugelon there you see to the outside of Christopher Jones. Kyle Vaughters back in the truck this week for Tommy Roberts Racing. Jordan Presto with some qualifying issues after we saw him run through the field at Kentucky. It's a non-SCS H&S weekend, which means it's a standalone weekend. As you see, Alexa Lushon had qualifying problems. Mitchell Carter in the 22 here tonight. As you see, Ian Brandt, Bob Burns, Zachary Bilson, and Brandon Morris, the 4 drivers who make the race on provisionals. Let's go trackside for the command to fire engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
Break them up, gang. Everybody just fired up a hero. Fire and home. There's the command. Fire and home. Fired up and ready. Fired up and yes, sir. Fired up.
The drivers that failed to make the race will scroll along the top of the screen. We're gearing up for 93 laps of action here at Richmond under the lights. Expected to be a single pit stop race. Fall off 2.3 to 2.6 seconds over a full run as we are green. Luke Martin with a heck of a jump over Kyle Springer into turn 1. Luke will clear Springer as now Tyler Black races side by side for second place. Was watching practice the other night. The top side seems to do really good when drivers are on equal tires. Passing on the bottom is gonna be difficult tonight. It might come down to pit stop strategy to get it to hook on the inside. As you see Springer there off of turn 2, clearing Tyler Black. Black hasn't given up yet. He's peeking the nose for second, as Malik Nevins will file in line in 4th, Butcher 5th, Hagan 6th, as they're going to go 3 wide for 7th. That's Downey, Blake Warren, and Aria Carmona. Carmona been making small gains into points up to 19th after Kentucky. As Blake Warren 4th in the point standings after his run. Blake Warren coming in 19 points behind Springer on the point standings, as Ryan Butcher is looking for 4th place from Malik Nevins. 93 laps of action here can go by very, very fast. So gonna have to do a lot of work here to make sure I focus on all the action and bring it all to you guys, as Downey's gonna make it 3 wide again. Just look at the way he's able to dive it in compared to Warren and Carmona. What a move! Downey passing 2 trucks in 1 corner on the bottom. Forget what I said about the top. Gatlin, Downey, what a move. That was something else. Bit of news to go over on the past week. After failing to make the race, Virgil Alonso has sold his team to a new owner. Coyote Autosport will start attempting races at Knoxville. Herschel will still be driving the truck, but they will be getting some tech support from Texan in the form of used vehicles. Not actual tech support, but used vehicles from Texan will go to Coyote Autosport. As Dagby's going to make it 3 wide now on Ward and Carmona, but it doesn't look like that's going to work out as well for him. Almost contact there between the 5 and the 8. As now Goforth finds himself on the top side 3 wide. Look at the run he's able to get in that Single Z Racing Scott's machine. As this is the battle for 8th to 10th place to get inside the top 10 as the rest of the drivers in front have pulled away. As now Tyler Black finds himself on the outside of Kyle Springer, looking to take 2nd place. Looks like Springer was going for the lead on Luke Martin. Black was close enough to get up alongside of him off of the corner. One of the corners, that is. And Tyler Black will take 2nd place away as Butcher comes close to making contact with Springer's right rear quarter panel. Will Springer be able to clear him here? Yes, he will. As it appears, we've got a top 7 breakaway. Sebastian Kukulon making his way forward. He's up to 21st place after starting in 24th. Speaking of other drivers moving forward, Alexa Lushon has been gaining some ground. She's looking to pass Joshua Michaels for 31st after she had a poor run and qualified 36th. As driver to note that missed the race, Samet Oskin. He was not inside the fastest 6th. Oskin teammate to Bob Burns. So the 87 team, having used up all their provisionals, misses the race. That allowed Brandon Morris's team, Morris Motorsports, to use a provisional to get the 89 in the show. Brandon been driving this truck on standalone weekends. The original plan was for Brandon to attempt the full season into 55, but after Charles Sanford got this 89 machine into races at Phoenix and Willow Springs, the plans changed, and Brandon now drives this truck whenever it is a standalone weekend. So here he is running in last place, but not too far behind Ian Brandt, who seems to be struggling so far tonight. Zachary Bilson, Mitchell Carter, Nelson Reeves all struggling to move forward. As Alexa Lushon wasting no time at all. Francois Chastain and Roberto Crown Jr. in some pretty fast trucks are having issues tonight. They are just outside the top 30. As Andrew Rich made the race this week. He's currently running in 27th. This is Andrew's, if I can find him in the points, 3rd start on the season. There you see Kyle Vaughters. I second-guessed myself there on if Vaughters was in the truck or if it was Rubino. But it is indeed Vaughters. How about this? Kukulon has made it past Huck Davis. Huck was able to qualify after making fastest 6th. He runs inside the top 25. Boston Jones having a good run in 19th. Aiden Smith, KT Larson doing pretty good for what their experience is at. How about TJ Smith 16th, Brett Houck 15th. Brett Houck has been lighting it up in the Hardee's National Series with Roush Family Racing. And that experience seems to be transitioning over into the NAPA Truck Series slowly but surely. It was announced over the week that JD Martin has signed an extension with Tommy Roberts Racing through 2023. So expect JD to stay behind the wheel of this 38 machine for the next few years. Stagby continuing the work on passing Carmona now for 8th place rather. As up at the front of the field, the top 4 have broken away from Nevins, Hagan, and Downey. Luke Martin has led every lap so far tonight. And speaking of this truck, it will be renumbered back to the 48 from next season. And the 35 driven by Malik Nevins. In this season, Nevins will jump over to that truck for next season. That was a weird way for me to put it. I'm sorry if that was confusing. Nevins is replacing Luke Martin in what will become the 48 truck for 2022. There we go. Don't look now, but Gatlin Downey is looking for 6th place on Larry Hagan. And he is going to take it along the outside line. Downey comes into this thing 5th in the point standings, 34 points out of Springer on the championship. Top 5 and 4 top 10s. Downey has been consistently outperforming the expectations we had for him coming into this season. We meaning everyone but probably his team owner at Anjado. As Hagan will fight back. Hagan has not had the season he has wanted so far. Had a really good shot at winning Daytona. Otherwise, Hagan has only got a single top 10 on the season. Looking to make it 2 here as he's trying to fight back to get 6 from Downey. Dagby has finally cleared Carmona for 8th, and he has driven away as AJ Jones has taken 10th place from Blake Warren, and now AJ looking to get another position inside the top 10. Sebastian Kukulon has continued to move forward. He is up to 19th, and he has driven away from Boston Jones as Aiden Smith, KT Larson, and Brett Houck make it 3 wide. How about this? Who would have thought we would have seen 3 wide short track racing from Richmond Raceway here tonight? What a show these NAPA Truck Series drivers are putting on for us. And we're only 23 laps into this thing. Tyler Black trying to get by Luke Martin for the race lead. But he's just unable to get it to bite on the bottom compared to how Luke Martin can get it to bite on the top. Fall off is about a second now, I believe, compared to what they were running at the beginning of the race. Fastest lap on track belongs to Ryan Butcher, a 22.773. Downey is right behind his teammate at a 7.76. Tyler Black, the only other driver under a 22.8. Luke Martin's fastest time is only a 22.994. So a little bit of draft here at Richmond Raceway due to the high drag package we run on the short tracks. Black continuing to peek the nose on Luke Martin. Just can't seem to get anything going. This happened a lap ago. Boston Jones was running in 20th place. When going down the back straightaway and into turn 3, the motor exploded. Boston turned straight down the pit road. Quick reaction time there by the Caesar Autosport driver. But a tough break. He was running inside the top 20. Teammate Chase Dunbar not doing too hot. He's down in 32nd place. Boston Jones' night has come to an end. Luke Martin and Tyler Black are starting to pull away from Kyle Springer and Ryan Butcher as Dagby continues to close in the gap from 8th place on Hagan, Downey, and Nevins. Dagby appears to be hooked up here tonight at Richmond. AJ Jones has made it by Carmona for 9th place. JD Martin sits up to 12th place now. TJ Smith in 15th as Kukulon looking to take 16th away from Brett Houck. You can just see the field has just kind of been slowly splitting apart. A little bit of 3 wide back here. As something has happened to the 34 of Kyle Vaughters. Where is he on track? There he is. Vaughters has made a trip down the pit road, and we're being told that they believe something is amiss with the engine. Vaughters, I believe, was running inside the top 30, so this is a tough break for him. He was making his 3rd start on the season, and you can see them there working on the truck. That is just a tough break for the 34 machine. His teammates, we mentioned JD Martin running in 12th. Roberto Crown Jr. currently up to 25th. Running behind Benny Watson as Alexa Lushon has made it up to 22nd, just passing Christopher Jones as the pit window inches closer and closer here. Now we believe they can make it to lap 50. But it'll be interesting to see with this fall off if other drivers elect to go for a 2-stop or not. As Lushon will look to pass Huck Davis on the top side. That'll be for 21st place. Right behind Ricky Freeman Jr., who's in 20th. And believe it or not, some people are still not over Daytona after Ricky Freeman Jr. remained on track with a performance-hindered truck. But Ricky Freeman Jr. has just kept his head high, kept on racing, and he is 24th in the point standings, a single point behind teammate Benny Watson coming into this race for North Border Motorsports. Sebastian Kukulon has made it up to 15th place, passing PJ Smith and Brett Houck in the past few laps, setting his sights on Griffin Leeple McDermott. I believe officially Kukulon started in 24th and Luschon started in 36th, so they have been the two main drivers, or the only two drivers really, who have been able to dice their way through the field, as now Blake Warren is attempting to pass Carmona to get back inside the top 10. Remember, the difference in points from 11th to 10th is 2 points. Every position up through 6th is a 2-point difference. 6th to 5th is a 3-point difference. And then, if my memory is correct, once you get to the top 3, it is a 4-point difference from 3rd to 2nd, and a 6-point difference from 2nd to 1st. As Springer has a bumper full of Ryan Butcher. Meanwhile, Luke Martin, Tyler Black continuing to just inch away from them. Black trying to keep up, trying to make moves. You see there, look to the inside, thinking about giving it a dive. They're closing up on lap traffic in the form of Brandon Morris and Nelson Reeves. As the field has spread out tremendously. And it appears the 34 of Kyle Vaughters has taken it behind the wall. It's Tyler Black on the inside of Luke Martin, looking for that race lead again. But he just can't seem to get it to bite on the inside line. And I think it's really going to come down to an undercut or an overcut type of strategy here at this racetrack with the way the tire fall off has been tonight. There you see Black again. Gets a better run through 3 and 4 compared to Luke Martin, so it appears that Tyler has the better truck, but he just cannot get it to bite underneath the 15 of Luke Martin. Black came into this race 6th in the points, 37 points behind Kyle Springer, and a win would really boost that team's morale. As you see Ryan Butcher also making a move for position to the inside of Kyle Springer. That is for 3rd place, as Ryan Dagby has made it by Larry Hagan for 7th. Well, the time has finally come. After 43 laps of action, Luke Martin has caught the back of the pack, and the first driver he has caught is the 89 of Brandon Morris, running in 38th place. And Luke gets a little tight on the inside of him there. But the performance difference between Breeding Enterprises and Morris Motorsports just so huge. Luke will get by him without a problem on the inside line. Now Tyler Black gets tight off of turn 4. And that's going to cost Black some time on the track. Oh man, and Black just can't get it to bite off of turn 2. Oh, and something is amiss with Ryan Butcher. Ryan Butcher, all-time winningest driver in NAPA Truck Series history, has an issue, and he is going to bring it to a stop on the apron. Has that brought out a caution flag? The answer is no. So the officials, seeing Butcher pull safely down to the apron, have elected not to throw the yellow, and now J.D. Martin and Aria Carmona are battling for 10th place, as Sebastian Kukulon has made it by Griffin Leeple McDermott and Cody Goforth, putting him up to 12th. He's looking for what would be 11th on J.D. Martin, and look at the fight on the top side. Sebastian Kukulon, man, what a drive for him here tonight. Where is Alexa Luschon? She has made it up to 20th place. But what a tough break for Ryan Butcher. We're hearing they had a flat tire on the number 80 machine. And man, that is a tough break because the pit stop cycle is just a few laps away. And we're hearing the fall off has actually reached greater margins than anticipated and is closing in on the 3-second mark. So just think about that. From 22 seconds to 25-second lap times. So you see the top 4 are the only drivers into lap traffic. There you can see on the top right, Luke Martin running 25.1, so not really 2 seconds. But they have really hit that cliff. It's just a matter of time. They're past halfway, so the sooner you pit, the better off you're going to be. But the top 4 find themselves deep in lap, or top 3 now, I guess, since Butcher's not up here anymore. But the top 3 find themselves deep in lap traffic. As it looks like the 80 will be 3 laps down. There he is. So Butcher returns to the racetrack 3 laps down with 4 fresh tires. And now he's just got to make the most of it. I mean, he lost some laps there, but freshest tires on the racetrack. He's just got to make something work with it. Will anybody come to pit road? Yes, indeed. Gatlin Downey has elected to pit on lap 51. And based on our reports, he is the first one down the pit road. Sebastian Kukulon, JD Martin, Cody Goforth, TJ Smith, Brett Houck, all down pit road. Huck Davis is in. Now there is a commitment line there. See that commitment line? You must get all 4 tires below the orange cone. Kyle Springer and Tyler Black will pit. They are pitting before Luke Martin as AJ Jones misses the line, and that's going to be a penalty. Oh, somebody's making it close there. I don't know if he got all 4 tires under the orange. That's the 33 of Ricky Freeman Jr. As here comes Luke Martin. There goes Ryan Butcher. He'll get 1 lap back there. Larry Hagan had also stayed out. So Hagan and Luke Martin, Breeding Enterprises teammates, staying out the longest. And Gatlin Downey was the first to come down pit road. So Downey will come flying out of pit road. Kukulon, Ian Brandt had actually stayed out a while there. Those were the first few drivers to come out. There's Tyler Black, Kyle Springer, a truck behind. And there you see all the time Downey gained, and Downey passing Nevins and several others, as Kukulon gained a good amount of time from that as well. Now where is the 15 of Luke Martin? There he is. There goes Tyler Black. And Luke Martin lost a ton of time due to a busy pit road, and it looks like the pit road demon has followed him over from the Jack and Coke truck for the first time this season. They actually elected to switch paint schemes based on the theory that the demon was all in the Jack and Coke scheme. And man, oh man, how about that? It appears several drivers have had problems getting into their pit stalls, and that includes Jordan Presto, Roberto Crown Jr., and Francois Chastain, all of which were running around 25th or below. But a tough break to their nights, not what they wanted at all. This is known to be a bit of a tighter pit road, as they tend to make up a few extra stalls from one stall, making one stall 2 stalls, just so that they can fit 40 trucks on the track, or on pit road rather. And that is what has happened here. It looks like Presto might have some front end damage, but they are not going to fix any of it. But these 3 drivers will come back on the track several laps down. What a turn of events for Tyler Black. He is a 1.5 seconds ahead of Kyle Springer, looking for his first win on the season, and what would be his 3rd career win overall. That would be putting him as the 3rd driver to hit 3 wins in series history. Kyle Springer looking for what would be his 1st career win. Luke Martin has fallen to 3rd. These drivers are slow, and we have a caution on the racetrack. Oh, and it appears to have involved Roberto Crown Jr. and Larry Hagan. So caution flag will fly here on lap 60 with Tyler Black in the race lead. That's gonna jumble up the field. However, everybody should be able to make it on fuel. So I don't believe we will see anybody come to pit road. Will anybody try a strategy here? You know, taking tires with the amount of fall off would not be a bad decision to make, as some of them are running into each other. Brandon Morris must have some kind of problem with Mitchell Carter. Ryan Butcher's going to benefit from that caution. He had gotten back to 1 lap down, as several drivers are coming in. TJ Smith, JD Martin, Huck Davis, all on pit road. Oh man, they had been on those tires for about 8 laps or so. And look at this, these drivers are taking tires. Now this is not a bad call, as there are only 22 trucks on the lead lap. If this goes green from here, these guys are going to have the freshest set of right sides around. So TJ Smith, JD Martin, and Huck Davis all look to take right side tires, but let's find out what happened with Roberto Crown Jr. and Larry Hagan. Larry Hagan was already on the track, and Roberto Crown Jr. was coming out of his stall, and this happened. And Roberto's truck gets stuck in the catch fence, going from 57 miles an hour to a dead stop. Impact into the outside wall, we're hearing, was around 95 miles an hour, but a scary sight here at Richmond Raceway. We're going to take another look at this in slow motion. We're going to leave the overlay up. As you see at 1.7 slow-mo speed, Hagan, I think maybe just trying to tuck in line, but he just gets into the corner faster. And he just, I don't know if that's a misjudge or what, but Roberto accelerates for a moment up the track. Actually only about 89 miles an hour, but the impact sends Hagan up onto one wheel, Crown up into the catch fence, and right there, the truck catches front end into the fence against that bar. And that whiplashes Crown's truck to the left and to the right. And just think, he is sideways. They are held into those trucks very well and tight, so his body is not moving, but your internal organs still move. And just think, his brain is hitting up against the top of his skull and then bouncing back down. I hope Roberto is okay. It's not a super fast impact. I mean, 200 miles an hour into a catch fence surely would have been a lot worse. But a 60 mile an hour hit there into the fence. Let's take an onboard here with Roberto Crown Jr. Brace yourselves for this onboard here with the 21 team. Roberto is being checked out in the infield care center, and we should have an update on him after the race. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there has been another development. Ryan Butcher has elected to come down to pit road here under caution. He is the only truck a lap down that has elected to come down. He takes right side tires. Oh, look at this. He's taking left sides too. Butcher is going to have 4 fresh tires on the track compared to everybody else. Now, if this thing goes green, and I know it's hard enough to pass in traffic and everything as it is, but Butcher is going to have the freshest set of tires on track. Never give up. There are 30-something laps to go here, maybe a little less than 30 when we get the green. But if Butcher can get back to the lead lap and get another caution, he'll be looking pretty dang good here at Richmond Raceway. Getting ready to go back racing from Richmond Raceway. Tyler Black leads. Springer second. Luke Martin third. We know Luke has the freshest tires out of the front runners. Gatlin Downey fourth. Nevins fifth. Dagby sixth. Kukulon has made it into the top 10. He's seventh. Blake Warren eighth. Brett Houck ninth. Cody Goforth running inside the top 10. GLM, Carmona, KT Larson, Aiden Smith, Lucian, Ricky Freeman Jr., Christopher Jones, Bob Burns, Benny Watson, TJ Smith, JD Martin, and Huck Davis all on the lead lap. As we go back green. Oh, and Andrew Rich is going to be the first to make it 3 wide. Lap down truck on Zachary Bilson, Tyler Blackwood, clear Chase Dunbar. And this is going to be a hornet's nest. You've got a mix of slow trucks mixed in with fast trucks, lap down with lead lap down. Geez, see, I'm in a jumble too just looking at this mess. Oh my goodness. Springer's going to go for the race lead on Tyler Black. But he can't get it to bite either. It's going to open the door for Luke Martin, who's charging forward. But the hornet's nest is behind them. Look at Sebastian Kukulon trying to make something work to the inside of Ryan Dagby. Oh, and Dagby's got a problem. Dagby has a problem. That's 4 wide right there. That's very tight. Oh, and Ryan Butcher got turned into the outside wall. A heavy impact. Caution flag is out once again. And a heavy impact for 4-time NAPA Truck Series winner Ryan Butcher. Huck Davis, Christopher Jones with damage. I believe we saw Aria Carmona. I believe was involved in that. Yes, Carmona straight down the pit road. KT Larson, Ryan Dagby. We're hearing the 5 had a flat tire on the left side. He will pit here, take left side tires. And I believe he's going to make it back out on track as, look at this, Tyler Black, Kyle Springer, and Luke Martin have elected to come down the pit road. Blake Warren, Cody Goforth in as well, Griffin Label McDermott, a ton of race trucks. Maybe a similar call to what TJ Smith, Huck Davis, and some others did. Lucian's on pit road, Christopher Jones for damage, Huck Davis for damage. But yeah, right side tires for Goforth and GLM. Here in right sides for the top 3 as well. And that has given the race lead to Gatlin Downey, and Malik Nevins, his driver for his team, is in second. What a turn of events, of strategy here at Richmond. I'm not, maybe some of these guys are actually short on fuel. We're hearing a radio report that some of the guys who stayed out there are looking pretty close, and they might have to save some fuel on this last run. But let's take a look at the replay and see exactly what happened there to Ryan Butcher, because that did not look good. So up ahead, Dagby blew a tire. Butcher, we knew, was on 4 freshies. He makes it 3 wide, 4 wide, and oh, Carmona just gets into him, and Christopher Jones slams into him. That did not look good. We'll have to get the telemetry up and see just how fast he was going, but thank goodness for the safer walls. Same with the impact on Roberto Crown Jr. earlier. Thank goodness this track has safer barriers. But let's take another look at this in slow motion. You see Dagby on the outside, out of the way. Butcher was already 3 wide. And it looks like Carmona and KT Larson just kind of tightened up to avoid Dagby, and Carmona would get into the 80. Presto is barely going to miss this. And then KT Larson has nowhere to go but 102 miles an hour head on into the outside wall. That jacked up the 80 and the 54. There you see Christopher Jones slams into Carmona, then slams into Butcher, getting the back end a little kick up off the ground. Huck Davis with nowhere to go. You see Bob Burns around, KT Larson around, and then even Dagby gets involved in this. But what a lick. Just look at the damage on that 80 machine. From a head-on impact into the outside wall. I mean a head-on impact. And we have an onboard for this one too. On board with Ryan Butcher, we're hearing he is being checked at the infield care center as well. Hang on. Ryan Butcher's night is over, and this will have huge championship implications as he came into this race 7 points behind Kyle Springer. Getting ready to go back racing here. There will be 21 laps of action to go. Zachary DeLello, Chase Dunbar are right in front of the leader. They were back onto the lead laps thanks to the top 3 pitting. We have a total of 19 trucks on the lead lap, not counting the 83 and the 67. Downey leads. Nevin second. Brett Houck is in third. Kukulon, Ricky Freeman Jr. fifth. J.D. Martin, T.J. Smith, Benny Watson, Bob Burns, Aiden Smith. That's your top 10 as we are back green flag racing, and DeLello will clear Bilson on the inside as Downey's going to move to the inside of Chase Dunbar. He's looking to go to the middle. And it is madness once again. Downey will pass Dunbar with ease, and Evans looking to follow through. What it would mean for Gatlin Downey Incorporated to get a win here tonight. But on top of that, would it mean more to Gatlin to get the win himself at Onge Auto? Downey clears Joshua Michaels. Nevins is in the Hornet's nest with nowhere to go. Remember, several drivers pit under the caution. Kukulon to the inside of Brett Houck, trying to take away third place, but he's got a bit of a logjam in front of him of Francois Chastain and Ian Brandt. Reminder that TJ Smith and JD Martin pit on that lap 60 caution for right side tires. They've got about a 7-lap advantage or so on some of these guys. JD's made it up to 5th. TJ, look at this. TJ Smith in 7th. This team needs this run. Just think, with this points payout system, a single top 10, heck, a top 5 can help you greatly in owners. JD will split the middle on Brett Houck and Sebastian Kukulon, and move JD Martin up to 3rd. We have yet to see JD get a top 5 in his NAPA Truck Series career. Yet to get a top 10 this season. He came in 15th in the point standings. And Martin will move up to 3rd. Nevins is in 2nd with no one in front of him to Gatlin Downey, and he is starting to close the gap. But how are the top 3 who pitted doing? There's Luke Martin. He's inside the top 10, trying to take 9th place away from Ryan Dagby. He is right behind Kyle Springer. As it appears, Brett Houck is kind of holding up the top side. I believe he might have the oldest tires of the bunch up front, as Tyler Black has been stuck behind other lap down machines, and he finds himself in 16th. Black will have to hurry if he wants to move forward. But right now, we're going to be coming to 14 to go. I'm not sure. It's 3 seconds from Downey to Springer, and Springer has about 14, 17 lap pressure right side tires. That's somewhat of an advantage for sure, but does he have the time to close it up? Brett Houck has fallen down to 6th. TJ Smith is in 5th place. JD Martin looking to maybe be the one with the best shot to close up on the top 2, as Andrew Rich is now in the middle of them. Downey getting by the 23, putting him a single lap down, as Bilson and DeLello on the lead lap, hoping for a caution, hoping they can do something. Christopher Jones, Carmona, Butcher, and Presto all retired from that accident. Fastest lap on the race will still go to the 80 machine of Butcher. Nevins had closed the gap up on Downey to half a second, but now it looks like Andrew Rich is in his way, as Springer makes it to the outside line, but he finds himself stuck behind Brett Houck, as Ricky Freeman Jr. has lost several positions. There you see Huck Davis without a hood, trying to make the gains. Remember, he did pit for right sides, but RFJ has fallen outside of the top 10. How about Alexa Luchon's race? She's fighting for a top 10 position with Tyler Black. As is Blake Warren. Black took 10th place away, but Lucian will take it away from him, looking to take 9th away from Dagby. Ooh, that's kind of dicey. I wouldn't do that if I was her. But right now it looks like Luke Martin and Kyle Springer have a TJ Smith sandwich in front of them. Springer and Luke fighting for 6th place. Make that for 5th as Springer, whoa, man, he almost wrecked himself there off of TJ. That's a former teammate. Springer riding behind the lap truck that he drove last year. Springer will clear TJ. Now he'll go to the inside of Ian Brandt as Downey's lead extends. We hit 8 to go that time by at the start-finish line. Springer up to 5th. Luke Martin in 7th. The big story the last 3 races that Luke Martin has won has been Luke closing in on the points gap from him to Kyle Springer. It was at 12 points coming into the race tonight. And right now Springer is looking to extend it back up a little higher. Springer will move to the inside of Kukulon. That is for 4th place. And just look at the difference in tires. It's just 15 laps of right sides, but just look at the difference there. We're hearing it's about a 3 to 5/10 difference as Joshua Michaels and Kukulon nearly get together there. As Luke Martin will look to take 5th place away from the 92. JD Martin has been closing the gap on Gatlin Downey, but Francois Chastain, Andrew Rich there in the way. Downey has a clear track aside from Bilson and Alello in front of him. As it looks like Malik Nevins might have gotten by Andrew Rich a little late. Will be coming to 4 laps to go. Does JD Martin have anything? Kyle Springer is going to get by Chase Dunbar, but Luke Martin is looking for 4th place. There's the move. Springer gave him the bottom. Remember, Luke pit a lap after Springer on the green, so he's got 1 lap fresher left side tires. But Springer will hold him off for now. Zachary DeLello has come to pit road. It appears he is short on fuel. KT Larson with her damaged truck running slow. Downey will make it up to the bumper of Bilson as Bilson comes to pit road. So fuel concerns indeed. Ooh, Springer went high there. Maybe trying to get more of a run on the top. That almost got him turned by Luke Martin. 2 laps to go, man. This is crazy. JD Martin 2 seconds back. Does Nevins have anything for Gatlin Downey? We're coming to the white flag. They stay on the racetrack. 1 lap to go. Downey looking for his first career win as Alexa Lucian had to come to pit road late, giving up a top 10 spot. Several drivers on pit road. Short on fuel at the end of this thing. Unbelievable. Nevins will get challenged by Francois Chastain, a Toyota manufacturer teammate to the 70 team. And in the 7th race of the season, Gatlin Downey will win his first career NAPA Truck Series race. He's a winner here at Richmond Raceway. Kyle Springer takes 3rd place away from JD Martin right at the end. And that'll allow him to gain a couple more points over Luke Martin, who comes home 5th. Dagby rebounds after the flat tire. He finishes 6th. Kukulon 7th. Tyler Black got all the way back up to 8th. How about TJ Smith in 9th? And Huck Davis. Huck Davis just finished 10th in that thing. Can you believe that? Oh, man. 10th place in a truck without a front end. I know it's a short track, but that is something right there. That is something. But Luke Martin's winning streak will end Totally forgot to mention it at the beginning of the race, but never in FBRL history has a driver won 4 races in a row in any series of competition. Luke was the second driver to win 3 races in a row. As I mentioned in the beginning of the race, Richard Johnson won 3 in a row back in the Sony Cup Series in Season 3. So drivers have only won 3 races in a row, twice over the FBRL's 20-plus year history. In 2 weeks' time, we head to Knoxville. Heat races. A last chance qualifier. And the big wild card in all of it is there will only be a 32 truck field, and only 4 provisionals will be handed out. That's after the heat races, after the last chance qualifier. 4 provisionals. 8 less spots to make the field will surely heat things up at Knoxville. And Knoxville just might be the wild card race of the season instead of Pukekohe, the doubleheader of New Zealand that we hit up in July. That's going to do it for me tonight at Richmond Raceway. Gatlin Downey gets his first career win in his own truck. Malik Nevins finishes second. I will see you guys in 2 weeks' time for some dirt track racing in the NAPA Truck Series in Knoxville, Iowa.